What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of HRT After Dark. I hope your week was swell. So I made a list of things that aren't technically dysphoric, but feel very dysphoric, if that makes sense. Like, we all know the main things that give us trans people dysphoria, like wearing certain clothing, or when people misgender us, or our man boobs, or our genitals. But today we're gonna be going over things that just are ridiculous, that give me dysphoria for absolutely no reason. They have nothing to do with gender at all, but they make me dysphoric and feel like less of a man when I do them. So I try to not do them, or do them in a more manly way. As the list goes on, they get more and more ridiculous, so make sure you stay till the end. Before we get into it, if you could hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Give this episode a like, a comment. Let me know which one is your favorite, which one's your least favorite. Let me know the things that you do in your daily life that aren't gender related, but still make you feel very dysphoric. Okay, let's get started. Number 1, bad posture. Can we talk about this for a second? Because I'll be walking in a store and I'll pass like one of those big ass mirrors, right? And I'm walking and I look like a hunchback, okay? I'm like all... And for some reason, I'm not saying it makes me feel like really feminine, but it doesn't make me feel masculine. I'm like, a real man would stand up straight. Also, look how much more attractive I get, like, when I sit up straight. Like, this is how I sit. Watch this. I feel like I just went from like a 3 to at least a 7. Posture is everything, and I'm horrible at posture. And why does my neck go so far out? You think I'm being dramatic? I'm not. I'm not doing this for the funnies. Anywho, I hope people can relate to that. Number 2, mood swings unrelated to gender. Now, we all have mood swings. And when I'm feeling moody, I feel feminine. And like, that shouldn't be the case. Because like, even when women are feeling moody, they're still valid, healthy masculinity and all. I feel like I've been taught as a man to suppress my emotions and like not be moody and like keep everything in. And hey, that's not good. But I crash out at least once a day. And every time I'm like, God, why do I have feelings? Why do I have feelings, bro? What is up with that? That's so gay. You get that, right? I'm like, yes, I get it. Men have feelings too, and it's hot and healthy and sexy when men have emotions. But for some reason, that won't register in my little pea brain. It's just like when I'm feeling dramatic, it's just like, this is gay, stop. Hey, nothing wrong with being gay. But like, also the funny thing is that cis men are the most moody bitches I've ever met in my life. So I don't know why I feel that way about it. Number 3, being nice to women. Being a respectful man. Now, I talked about this in the last episode, Trans Confessions, because somebody had the same kind of thing in their confession where they feel less of a man for being a respectful person towards women. And that's because most men are misogynists and sexist and just, hey, horrible people. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit more because... feel that. Not like I'm gonna stop. Not like I don't want to be respectful to women. I think women deserve more respect than they're given on a daily basis. And it's something that I want to do. It's something that I do without thinking about because, hey, that's just who I am. I'm a respectful king, I guess. Most men aren't respectful towards women. And that makes me feel like sometimes I'm doing something wrong, like I shouldn't be. But then I have to remind myself that like the world is just like a horrible place. And I'm trying to be a better person than everybody else around me at all times. Can anyone relate to that? Can any trans mask person, because this is a very trans mask one that I've put in here. And the next one is for trans femme people. To suppress that one, I kind of just like, okay, well, I'm better. Okay, I'm making the world a better place. And I become really cocky. I'm like, I'm better than all men all the time. Number 4, this one is for the trans feminine people out there. Obviously, I'm not a trans feminine person, but I can imagine that liking sports definitely probably gives them dysphoria because it's a very manly thing to do for absolutely no reason. See, me, I'm dysphoric because I don't enjoy sports. But I feel like if I was a trans woman and I was like really into sports, like football and shit, that would make me dysphoric. I would feel like I need to like hide that part of myself in front of other people because they would see me as a man because of this stupid thing that I like that isn't supposed to be gendered, but is because America. But if that's you, that. I think the coolest girls out there enjoy sports. And I feel like most men want women to enjoy sports with them, you know? Okay, number 5, getting called buddy, miss, sweetie, sir, king, queen by strangers or other people. And it just feels off, even though like they're correct. Like if I was to be called king or sir or buddy, it would be correct. Like it wouldn't be wrong. I am a man. I am buddy. But like when people call me buddy in public, specifically strangers, I'm like, why am I giving buddy? What do you mean by that? Do you get me? When people call you buddy in public, it's like, what did I do to deserve that? Am I giving 12-year-old? Or are you mad at me? What did I do wrong? You know? I like when the wrong person calls you king. I feel like I've been at fault for that. I call everybody king, and I'm trying to be better at it. But like if the wrong person calls me king, I'm like, you're just saying that because I'm trans. F off. And I feel like it probably goes the same way for trans feminine people when you get called queen. It's like, okay, you're trying too hard. And you're calling me queen because I'm a trans woman and you're trying to make me feel better when you could have just said slay or some shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be better at that. Number 6, forgetting how to stand in group photos so you end up looking like an NPC. No one ever taught me how to be photogenic. Like, I could take a good photo of myself and I could look somewhat okay on camera because, like, I positioned the camera myself. I put up my nice lighting. I did my hair. I checked myself out in the mirror. I, did the whole thing before I hit record. So, like, there we're fine. I can get through that. But when you're taking group photos and somebody else is in full control of what angle, what filter, and, like, you can't choose where you stand and hey, that should be illegal. That makes me so I hate it. God, I'm so tired. I am so tired of looking at pictures of me and my friends or my family and being like, why do I look like that? I put this on the list because everybody feels like that. This is not like a trans person's thing. This is not like a dysphoric thing. I'm like, sure, like, yes, it could be for dysphoric reasons, but like everybody hates this. You know what I mean? Can we get a fix to this anytime soon? That would be wow, that would be chef's kiss. Like, I feel like I don't belong, which is why I said you look like an NPC. Because, like, everyone else looks great, and someone just, like, photoshops you in there, just, like, placed you. You know? I don't know. Let me know if you relate. I'm sure you do. Number 7, wondering if you picked the wrong emoji that makes you look too masculine / feminine / just soft. This one's niche. Hoping someone can understand it. Do any of you just like think too much about the emojis that you choose when you're texting people or whatever? Sometimes I send the emoji that's like with like the hearts around it. I use that one daily, and every time I'm like, am I being too feminine? Hey, that shouldn't make me dysphoric. Hey, that's insane. Hey, that's crazy. I'm like, do other men use this? Hey, it's an emoji. Men all over the world are using that emoji. Not a lot of men that I know, though. But I still use it because that's me. I'm very... You know, like the peach emoji, the butt that everyone uses to like insinuate a butt, the peach one, and like the eggplant. Every time I use those, I'm like, ew, I'm trying too hard. Ew, I feel like a cis man. That's like the other side of it. I'm like too manly. Gross. I don't want to use that. Let me know if you agree with that one in the comments below.
What's up, guys? Just want to give a quick shout out to Trans Tape for supporting my channel. If you've ever tried to bind in the summer, you know it's like wearing a medieval torture device. And Trans Tape lets you ditch the binder, still feel flat, and actually breathe. I used Trans Tape way back before I got top surgery, and I can't tell you how much of a lifesaver it was for me. What's cool is that they don't just sell the tape. They've got starter kits, removal oil so you don't mess up your skin, and the tape comes in different skin tones and packs, so you can find what works best for you. Plus, they've got packers, merch, and all kinds of gender-affirming gear. So, go click the link in my bio and use code HRT for 10% off your next Trans Tape order. I love you guys so much. Let's get back to the video. Okay, bye.
Number 8, wearing a bag across your chest and thinking it makes like your shape look wrong. Another example would be a seatbelt. Hey, seatbelts make me want to die. They're supposed to like save my life, but they make me want to die. And like this would be like a given if like it's pre-top surgery, but I've gotten top surgery, still not helping. I have this like, my friends call it a man purse, but it's not a man purse. It's just like a fanny pack. Ew, I hate the word fanny pack, but it's a fanny pack that I just wear across my chest, okay? So the fanny pack sits here, and like the thing is here. And when I wear it, I have boobs again. It like cuts right in the middle, just like a seatbelt would. It cuts right in the middle, and it's like, it gives cleavage. And it's like, ugh! I don't know why I wear it. I don't have enough pockets for all my shit, you know? Men have it hard in that sense. We don't have purses, okay? What are we supposed to do? I'm gonna wear a fanny pack across my chest, okay? And then like, because I have bad posture as well, again, referring to the bad posture one, it swings across my chest. I look like I have tits. And then like my bad posture, my belly's out. And like for some reason, the bag makes my stomach pop out because it's like singeing my shirt. And it's just like dysphoria, you know? I'm walking around the store and I pass one of those mirrors and I'm like, with the bag and the tummy and the boobs and the bad posture, I'm like, Christ! Let me know if you agree. God. Next one. Sitting with your legs crossed and feeling too feminine, or man-spreading and thinking it's too masculine. Or like if you're a trans woman or a trans feminine person or non-binary and you don't want to give any of this, if you're a trans woman and like you man spread, see how that can make you dysphoric. Or if you cross your legs, maybe you're like, I'm giving too feminine. I feel like I'm trying too hard. But like for trans men, it's like, this is comfortable, okay? I'm comfortable like this. I'm comfortable. This probably looks normal, right? Don't say no. Can you hear me? When I sit like this, in my head, I look like this. But no, it's just like this. But then if I sit like this, I'm trying too hard. I'm trying too hard to be a man right now. I'm afraid someone's gonna tell me to close my legs and act ladylike. How do you sit? Hey, sitting tutorial. Need one, let me know in the comments below. So here is where the list starts to get real ridiculous. Next one, using a heating pad as a trans masculine person. I talked about this the other day with my trans friend. I still get cramps from time to time, little phantom pain action from a cycle that I don't have, and a heating pad would make that feel better. And my girlfriend is always like, hey, let me get the heating pad for you. And I'm always like, hey, no. Hey, I'm not a woman. Don't talk to me like that. Hey, that's so dumb. Every time I think that and say no, I'm like, that's valid. I'm being so valid right now. How could she ask me that question? But now saying it out loud, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm the problem. Sorry, babe. But like using a heating pad is a very like, women only use that when they're on their periods. Why? Men all over the world probably use heating pads for other reasons, but I feel like this because, you know, like using a heating pad feels feminine and I need a heating pad to make me feel better. That's so dumb. This is really stupid. Chat, how do I feel better about that one though? Let me know in the comments below if you have any other heating pad remedies that isn't a heating pad. Okay, next one. Sneezing. It's something about hachoo. I don't like to do it. Hachoo. Like, I'd kill myself if that was my sneeze. I wish I could make myself sneeze right now. Every time, the moment before I sneeze, because you never know when they're coming. Every time before I sneeze, I'm like, oh, I gotta hachoo. Sometimes I make them like loud. You know, people have just a loud, obnoxious sneeze for no reason, and it's usually like middle-aged white men, straight white men. My dad. They have the most annoying, loud, and obnoxious sneeze ever. Sometimes I make it louder. Sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna be like that because I'd rather be loud and obnoxious and give off cis man than like, hachoo. Hachoo. Excuse me. Like, I don't want to do that. And like, imagine if you're a trans woman and you're letting out the hachoo. I bet that wouldn't make you feel very good either. So I'm sure there are some crazy trans people out there that see me, that get me, that understand me. Next one, getting scared. Maybe this is why I get so angry when people scare me. I immediately want to punch somebody in the face when I get scared. I'm like, I don't know, it makes me dysphoric to be scared, but also I'm pretty sure it makes everyone feel stupid when they get scared, you know what I mean? So again, it's not like a what was me type of one. These are all things that everybody probably feels stupid about, and I'm just like, it makes me dysphoric. When it's probably not making me dysphoric, it just makes me feel dumb. That's the whole point of this video. Like the thought of like, God forbid, I'm like, you know, like I'd kill myself. And that's not something you can control. Let me know in the comments below if you agree. Okay, 3 more. Drinking from a straw. Self-explanatory, right? And you can't like deep throat it. You can't go open mouth on that shit. You'll choke and die. Maybe I just need to feel a little bit more comfortable in my masculinity with that one. Maybe I just need to get over it. I'm sure though that's like a thing for a lot of men. Problematic men that I probably wouldn't want to fuck with. I'm human. Fuck off. Next. Handwriting. For me, I'm lucky. I have a child's handwriting. It looks like chicken scratch. This is why I always type, because my handwriting looks like dog water. But that actually makes me feel euphoric instead of dysphoric. Imagine like being a man and having just like cutesy little handwriting. Oh, that I would want to kill myself. I'd want to die. And I know plenty of cis women who have chicken scratch handwriting and they're like, oh, I have boys handwriting. And I'm like, suck. So do I, and I'm a man. So like that's a valid thing for people outside of being trans. It's not a dysphoric inducing thing. It's just one of those things that like people feel, and I'm just like making it about me and being trans. Last one, walking fast. Hey, how do you walk fast? How do you walk fast and still be masculine? How do you walk fast and even still be feminine? And maybe it's a little easier to do on the feminine side, but like, how do you walk fast and still be masculine? Let's try. Ready? Hey, I'm gonna regret this. Okay, I have like maybe 8 feet here. Like this is an 8-foot room. masculine, bro. I have to take really short strides. Trying to be masculine. Here's the most feminine way I could do it. Here's the most masculine way I could do it. So that's it. That's this week's episode. It's not like I'm trying to walk fast like all the time. Like when am I walking like that? You know what I mean? But it's just like I want to know how to for future reference if I ever need to. I might as well just run though, you know? That is it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can relate to it. Let me know in the comments below what you've done in the past that made you feel dysphoric for absolutely no reason. I would love to know. Before you go, if you could hit that subscribe button, like it, give it a comment, turn on my post notifications so you get notified when I drop a video. Go check out my Patreon. It's always in the link in the description below. Check out my Discord. Always in the link in the description below. Go buy a sticker. Hey, also, always in the link in the description below. I'm annoying myself. Okay, I love you all so much, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye!